right action is one of the Eightfold Noble Path, yeah? And like so many of these rights, it's so easy to get binary about them, right versus wrong, skillful versus unskillful, wholesome versus unwholesome, and we understand uh, we're nuanced beings, and we understand there's often a lot of gray area in there, right? And on that spectrum between right and wrong, skillful and unskillful, right action is one of those territories that we kind of have some sense. What does that mean, right action? Moving through the world with what? A certain kind of integrity, a certain kind of honesty, certain emphasis on non-harm. Okay. But even within that, there are gradations, aren't there? Parents know this, right action with kids, how it can be complex. And it's alive for me because I've had an experience recently, nothing like a present moment experience to remind us of the complexity of the path at times, and to remind us of the humility that can come even as we imagine that we're doing our best to move toward right action. So this is what it is, and some of you have heard this. Every day we take this walk, a speed walk, but we stop halfway around because there's a horse and a bull out in the field.
Horse boy and bull boy.
Horse boy and bull boy. And so for a while, the first times we would walk along, and we would still, even early on, we would say hi to them. And Susan has this lovely lilt whenever she's around animals. And she, hi boys, how are you doing today? And you're so sweet. It's so dear. It warms my heart every single time. And we would stop sometimes by the gate. There's a long fence there, and we would talk to them. They'd be off in the field. Eventually, they'd start to come a little bit closer. Now, here's the thing we can do with animals. We can get anthropomorphized in all kinds of ways, right? They did seem a little depressed to us. Okay? You're going to see how the mind can begin to rationalize. These poor animals, they're out in the field. There's a huge farm across the street. We've seen the kids come out. We've been there many times. We've never seen anyone come over to the horse. We've never seen that horse get any attention, or the bull for that matter, but the horse. And horses, we know, are sensitive creatures. We thought, this horse has kind of been put out to pasture. I know they've got other things going on. They've got we've seen their 3 young kids. Life is complicated. Well, that's okay. We can love the horse up a little bit. We can love that horse up a little bit. Finally, the horse starts to come over. Finally, the horse tentatively, of course, like, I don't know, maybe there's trauma, maybe it just hasn't, but finally, we could touch the horse, and the horse would begin to nuzzle and want to, be close. Yeah. Now, I wanted to take it a step further, and Susan and I disagreed about this. I wanted to bring, from time to time, an organic carrot for the horse. Okay? Yeah. Susan said, we can't do that. We have to ask the owners across the street if that's okay. What I said was, this is true confessions now, okay? What I said was, listen, this horse, where is the harm? If we ask, I couldn't delude myself about this. If we ask, the owners are probably going to say, no, please don't. Don't feed the animals. Okay, have we seen those signs? Don't feed the animals. And I said, no, I'm not going to ask. So from time to time, we would bring an organic carrot. Of course, the horse loved the carrot, loved the, and would stay for, for affection. And we would have this, we were having a relationship was developed. Relationships do develop there, And when we would come over the hill, the horse, his tail used to be drooping. It's true, you know,
True.
not the way that, you know, but it's true. All of a sudden, he's perking up. He would gallop across the field sometimes when he would see us come. It was his moment of attention for the day. That's how we held it until the owner saw us one day and said, please don't feed or pet the horse. Please don't. What is right action? Well, apparently that was wrong action. You know, I own that. I see that. You know, it was a little slippery. I was a little slippery love. What I rationalized was it was in the service of what seemed to be a generous connecting activity. Right? What it didn't take into account was the context that wasn't mine to offer. You know, we take the prompt, even on retreat, we take one of the vows we take is to not take what isn't given. Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh, there's another one here that we don't often think of. Don't offer what isn't, don't offer something improperly out of context, regardless of what your intention, what my intention was good. It was good intention. It even felt like right intention. And somehow, no, now we walk by and the horse is still happy to see us and we wave, but also my heart sinks a little bit, you know? It's like, oh, you know, but there used to be more. And was that wrong now? Did we set, a whole little trip there, you know? But it was a lesson. It was a Dharma lesson. That even love, we even have to be careful sometimes how we offer love, where we offer a carrot. And yeah. That's my story for the day. Yeah. And it's not like the owner was super angry or anything either. Just like, no, just please, like, don't do that. What if everybody who walked by here did that? Like anybody walks by there. Nobody walks by there. But that's another story. Wasn't mine to do. It wasn't mine to do. And so we don't do that anymore. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. The lessons never stop coming, do they? Yeah. Yeah. So that's all. Not exactly how to fold that into a guided meditation this morning, but
right action.
What's that?
Right action.
Right action. Yeah. Right action. Well, it's okay to offer ourselves carrots. There you go. I knew there was a transitional moment there. Sometimes we don't offer ourselves carrots when we should. Susan will often say about something that we did do well, or something that in some way that we did love, or etc. Put a big fat mindfulness star around that. Give yourself credit. Give yourself a carrot, because we so often don't.